Hello and a very warm welcome. You're watching Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Ashwarya Kapoor with you. Here are all the updates related to coronavirus pandemic from across the globe. Around the world now, more than 1.6 million people have been infected with coronavirus and more than 96,000 people have died because of COVID-19. The United States continues to be the country with the maximum number of cases in that country. More than 470,000 people have been infected with coronavirus. And yesterday, the US reported 1,916 people dying in one single day. And with that, the death toll in the US is now more than 16,500. And with that, the US has overtaken Spain's casualties. In Spain, more than 15,500 people have died because of coronavirus. Meanwhile, New York also reported a maximum number of people dying in one single day. 799 people died in New York, and that has taken New York's death toll to more than 7,067, and that figure itself is more than the entire UK's death toll. And the governor of New York has now said that the effect of coronavirus on its economy is going to be even more devastating than 9/11. Meanwhile, 16.8 million Americans are now out of jobs. The latest figures are showing. It has shown that now that 1 out of 10 Americans is out of job. And that means this is the fastest pile-up of job losses ever since US economy started keeping records in 1948. Meanwhile, WHO has clarified that it warned the US and other countries of the world about the human-to-human transmission of the coronavirus as early as 10th of January. Remember, this coming after Donald Trump, the US president, blamed the WHO for the epidemic. And news from Europe. In Europe and across the world, Christians are celebrating Good Friday and Easter from the safety of their homes. Across Europe, Easter is one of the busiest travel times of the year, but this time the authorities have set up roadblocks and they are discouraging family gatherings. Meanwhile, Pope Francis also celebrated Easter Mass in a nearly empty St. Peter's Basilica instead of the huge square outside. In more news from Europe, in UK, Prime Minister Boris Johnson has been moved out of the ICU. And in more Europe news, Eurozone finance ministers have reached an agreement on an emergency rescue package to respond to the economic adversity due to coronavirus. The rescue package of 500 billion euros is of course lesser than what the ECB, that is the European Central Bank, had urged. And also this meeting has highlighted the deep divisions within Europe because Italy and Spain have accused the northern nations led by Germany and the Netherlands of not doing enough. And United Nations Chief Antonio Guterres has warned that coronavirus threatens global peace and security, leading to increase in social unrest and violence. The United Nations' most powerful body had been silent on coronavirus pandemic ever since it began, and it yesterday held a closed meeting and issued a statement after that saying that United Nations faces its gravest test ever since it was founded 75 years ago. The virtual meet was hosted by Germany. This after 9 of the 10 non-permanent members called for the meeting. Meanwhile, OPEC and allies led by Russia agreed to cut oil prices by a fifth, and they said that they hoped that the other producers across the world will join efforts to prop up the prices that have been hammered because of coronavirus crisis. Meanwhile, IMF has also warned that the world is facing is its worst economic crisis ever since the Great Depression of the 1930s. It said that the coronavirus will turn economic growth sharply negative this year. News from China. In China, there are of course concerns about a second wave of infections due to imported cases. Yesterday, 42 new cases were reported, and of this number, 38 were imported cases. But there are also concerns in China about the asymptomatic cases. Authorities have been asked to monitor the people who are not showing any coronavirus symptoms but they are carrying the virus. Meanwhile, China has also said that it is going to issue certificates to the people who have recovered from coronavirus in order for them to move freely. Meanwhile, in more news from across the globe, Iran continues to be the worst affected country in the Middle East. Its death toll has now crossed the 4,000 mark. This after 117 new cases were reported in 24 hours. Meanwhile, South Africa has extended its lockdown by further fortnight. Earlier, it had imposed a lockdown of 21 days. Meanwhile, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says that the country won't return to normal until a vaccine is developed. He said that while the curve may be flattening by the summer of this year, but there will be smaller outbreaks after that for a number of months, and that normalcy will also only return once a vaccine for coronavirus is developed. So those were all the updates related to coronavirus pandemic from across the globe. Thanks for watching.